Hello and welcome to HITC Sport, and who's ready for Premier League predictions number 2? Yes, we've already had the Irish guys lot, but I'm going to have a go as well because I'm sure you're all dying to know where I think Brighton will finish this season. Normally when I've done predictions videos in the past, I've done them slightly different to Michael. He's done the full table, the full shebang, all that lot. I've just been doing title winners, who's going down, who's going to be top scorer, if it's the championship, who's going up, and I've done it for all the top European divisions and the championship. But I asked this on Twitter the other night at HITC James, if you don't already follow us, if you want to see me do full Premier League predictions as well, on top of La Liga, the Bundesliga, the top scorers, all that lot. And the majority of us wanted full Premier League predictions, so here it is. Here are my 2020-2021 Premier League predictions in full. Let's go. Let's go. It's a bit of a tame introduction. I need something a bit more exciting and something a bit more oomph. Then here's what Does It Friday, where he goes, let's get reading about it. I need that, except something not Scottish, because I would just offend an entire nation. Let's go. 20th, West Brom. They're the original yo-yo club. What else am I meant to do? Sorry, Baggies fans, but I can't see any way you're going to survive. And I think you're going to come rock bottom. There's absolutely no goals in that squad. Hal Robson-Kanu, I don't understand that man. Don't know how he's ever scored goals in his career, and I can't see him doing it this season. Callum Robinson, the lad you got from Sheffield United, alright in the Championship, but in the Premier League there's a reason Sheffield United got rid of him last season. And Charlie Austin there, just stay away from him on Twitter. So West Brom, bottom of the league. 19th, Aston Villa. I can't see them clinging on to survival this year. They were so lucky last year, they just survived, mainly thanks to that win against Arsenal in the penultimate game, I think it was. God, they were lucky. Can't see that happening this year. They're pretty much banking on Ollie Watkins getting the goals. £27 million is a lot of money for a man who, did he get 25 for Brentford? Good tally, but I mean, 27 million, Christ. Like I say, he's only scored in the Championship, not proven in the Premier League at all. So once again, it looks like Villa are going to be banking on Jack Grealish being really, really good. That's England international Jack Grealish, may I add. But yeah, I think they're going to be hindered by the fact they're still playing behind closed doors. Villa Park can have a great atmosphere when the fans are behind them, the roar of the crowd, all that lark. But without the crowd, they're just a bit dead and lifeless, like the look behind Jeremy Lynch's eyes when you tell him that actually he's not Arsenal's greatest ever, most technically gifted player ever in the history of Arsenal ever. 18th, West Ham. I'm taking a big punt here, but I think the Hammers are going down. They haven't strengthened at all in the summer to my knowledge. David Moyes is still the manager. I mean, come on, the year is 2020. Why is David Moyes a Premier League manager? It's frightening that he actually got a contract in the first place. I don't know, he only just kept them up last year. He was so lucky that Mikel Antonio turned into peak Robert Lewandowski and scored 4 goals here, there and everywhere. He did it against Norwich, he did it once. But still, Mikel Antonio kept them up. Not going to happen this year. Sorry West Ham fans. There's a lot of disruption at West Ham right now. Everyone's still angry with the board. Mark Noble's kicking off on Twitter. It's a recipe for disaster, and it's one I'm here for. 17th, Fulham. I think the Cottagers are just going to survive, but only just. I mean, the last time they were in the Premier League, everyone thought they were going to do really good because they splashed loads of cash on Frank Zambo-Anguissa, Jean-Michel Seri, they got Andre Schürrle. And then come January, they're banking on Ryan Babel to save them. I mean, that's no way to live your life. But this year, they've been a bit more sensible in the transfer market. They brought in Harrison Reed from Southampton, got him back from the year before. Who else they got? Mario Lemina, he's on loan from Southampton. A tidy footballer. And they've got Alexander Mitrovic. He's their absolute talisman. He won the Golden Boot last year. He's guaranteed to score goals this year. Sure, he might elbow you in the back of the head and put you in a coma, but that's the risk you've got to take to survive in the Premier League. Fulham have been smarter this summer. Scott Parker's a bit more pragmatic, can get results. I think they're going to survive, but only just. 16th, Brighton. They've made some nice signings. Joel Veltman, Adam Lallana, but I mean, it's Brighton. I mean, I can't see it being a real relegation fight. They've got enough goals in the team. I think they'll be just middle of the bottom half, and then towards the end of the season they'll drop off and it'll look like they were in trouble, but really they never were. That's all Brighton are ever going to be in the Premier League. If Brighton finish in the top half this season, I'll eat cold bean and lettuce sarnies for a week. 15th, Sheffield United. Second season syndrome, innit? I'm sure the Blades fans are sick of hearing about second season syndrome, but I mean, it is kind of a thing. There's absolutely no way the Blades are going to do as well as they did last season. They totally tailed off towards the end of the campaign. I mean, there's at times people were talking about them getting in the Champions League. They ended 9th, I think it was, so no European football at Bramall Lane, which might be a good thing. I mean, it probably isn't a good thing. When is Sheffield United ever going to have such a good chance to qualify for Europe? I think this season they're going to be much lower down. They still haven't got goals in the team. I know Ollie McBurney did alright at times. Lys Mousset defied belief and actually found the back of the net. Billy Sharp's getting on. I mean, they need a striker to come in who's going to get them 10, 15 goals. Because other than that, I just can't say. They're not going to go down. They're too good. Chris Wilder's side played brilliant football. They've made some smart signings with Jaden Bogle and Max Lowe on each flank. So it adds a bit more unpredictability to their attack. But I can't see them doing what they did last year. 14th, Newcastle United. It's just going to be same old for the Magpies, isn't it? Just with a few extra goals because they signed Callum Wilson. Just think, things could have been oh so different. And first, Newcastle United. This is the year for the Magpies. They've got Mbappe, Coutinho, Koulibaly. It's just up to Pochettino to get the best out of them. But you guys, I can see it happening. I think they'll have the title sewn up by February. Ooh, sorry, I don't know where I was there. I was totally daydreaming. 13th, Burnley. Burnley are just Burnley, aren't they? I mean, they're just always going to be there. If Tarkowski goes, they're going to be in bother, but they've already rejected a fair few offers, so I can't see it happening unless they're desperate for cash, which, I mean, there is reports that they do need money, and I can't see them signing anyone. But they've got Chris Wood, who's going to get goals. They've got Ashley Barnes, who gets goals. They've got a strong midfield. Johan Berg Gudmundson's back, even though I said don't pick him in fantasy football. He is still quite good. Dwight McNeil on the other flank. Burnley are your meat and two veg. They're safe. It's like when you go to Boots and get a meal deal and you get ready salted crisps, a bottle of water and a plain ham sarnie. It's boring as sin, but it gets the job done. And that's Sean Dyche. Actually, I don't think he is boring. I think he's quite a lively bloke, but I bet he does like plain ham sarnie. 12th, Southampton. As long as they don't get beaten 9-0 on a pissing down Friday night in front of the Sky cameras, this is a good season for Southampton. 11th, Crystal Palace. Solid if unspectacular. For years I've been saying Palace are going to go down, then this year they're going to go down. No, this year they're going to go down. They never go down. Palace are never going to go down. It's just a fact of life. Death, taxes and Palace surviving in the Premier League. It doesn't matter how they do it. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how Jordan Ayew scores Premier League goals, but he does it. Now they've got Michy Batshuayi back in on loan. I think he's going to do really well. They've still got Zaha at the minute. Eze from QPR, he's going to be a real talent, going to be an exciting one to watch. Crystal Palace just get the job done. I'm sick of backing them for relegation, so let's over-egg it and say 11th. 10th, Leicester City. I can see Leicester really going backwards this season. At the start of last year, they were incredible. I mean, people were talking as title contenders. I know they were second or third, but they were never going to really challenge Liverpool, were they? But as soon as we went behind closed doors, Leicester turned to mush. It was like watching them years ago in League One, fighting for points against Yeovil Town. Were Yeovil in League One at the time? Who knows? Can't be bothered to check. 9th, Leeds United. Aye, I'm going big. I'm saying Leeds are going to finish in the top half. I mean, I imagine quite a few people probably predicted that. They're like the new girl at school. Everyone fancies them. No one's looking at Fulham or West Brom, the ugly trolls over there. It's Leeds everyone wants. The big question is, are Leeds going to live up to the hype? Or have I been wanking off Marcel Bielsa far too much? Am I allowed to do that on YouTube? We'll sharp find out. Are Leeds going to be more than just a pretty face? Or are they just going to be like one of those lasses off Love Island who's nice to look at, but's got the personality of a baked potato? Personally, I think they'll do pretty well. Rodrigo to score 15 goals. Not betting anything on it, don't know why I said it. 8th, Wolves. I think it's just going to be more of the same from Nuno's side. They're lucky that they're not going to have to play all those Europa League games this year, which might help them keep things fresh. So they'll be in between 5th and probably 9th. They'll be competing with the big boys, but come the end of the season I think they'll be 8th, which, I mean, it's an alright season to be fair. I mean, it speaks volumes that a few years ago they were competing in League One. Now we're sat here saying 8th might not be that good for them in the Premier League, at a time when the Premier League is ridiculously competitive. Fair play to Wolves, but I think I'll go with 8th. 7th, Everton. Sure, Carlo Ancelotti's made some incredible signings. James Rodriguez at Goodison Park. I mean, it's like a football manager signing, but it doesn't matter how well they do, they're still going to be 7th. They're still missing something to take them into the top 6. I don't know what it is, but they're missing it. Whether it's a goalkeeper who's actually got longer arms than a dinosaur, or a striker who will consistently score goals like Lukaku did in years gone by, Everton are missing something and they haven't quite added it. But the midfield signings of James Rodriguez, Doucouré, Allen, they're going to be really good. But no matter how well they do, I think 7th's going to be the best they can hope for. 6th, Spurs. I mean, that Amazon documentary made them look a lot better than they actually are. Come Christmas, Jose Mourinho might be in Hollywood, forget managing in the Premier League. They've still got the same old problems, like Danny Rose says, they can't defend, so I think 6th. 5th, Arsenal. I think this is going to be a much better season for Arsenal. They seem much more settled on the pitch. They've even started winning trophies. Okay, they've won a trophy, the FA Cup. I mean, Community Shield doesn't count, come on, it's a glorified friendly. But Unai Emery's part of the distant past like half the Arsenal fans TV OGs. They've brought in players to fix the defence. Aubameyang looks like he's going to stay. So I think they could push for Champions League. I think they'll narrowly miss out, but there'll be a push. But at the end of the day, they'll be 5th and stuck in the Europa League. 4th, Manchester United. There's no way they're going to challenge for the title. Sure, at the back end of last season they were great, they got big wins against the likes of Bournemouth, but I mean, they were rotten teams. Even if Jadon Sancho arrives, I can't see them truly challenging for the title. In fact, if Man United win the title this season under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I will stand on the roof of my house and sing "Glory, Glory Manchester United" for everyone in the street to see, including the angry cat over the road that's called Joey Barton. Christ, he's terrifying. 3rd, Chelsea. Sure, they've made incredible signings: Hakim Ziyech, Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, Thiago Silva, Ben Chilwell. I just don't think Frank Lampard's the right man to really get Chelsea back to the top of the table, especially up against Liverpool and Man City. I think they'll come 3rd, and I'm going to say Timo Werner will be the top scorer. 2nd, Liverpool. Sorry Liverpool fans, I just can't see you defending the title. It's got nothing to do with the fact that you haven't made any marquee signings on the back of success. I mean, if they're not there to sign, they're not there to sign. There's no point just signing players for the sake of it. If I was a world-class striker, I'm not going to want to come to Liverpool because I know I've got to compete with Sadio Mane, Mo Salah and Roberto Firmino. It's really difficult for Liverpool to sign top bracket players. I still think they're going to be brilliant. I still think they'll be 2nd. I still think they'll push for the title. But unfortunately, Man City are an angry, angry beast, and I think they're going to win it. And 1st, Manchester City. Yeah, we've already said it. I just can't not see Man City winning the title this season. As soon as we started playing behind closed doors, Man City were terrifying. They looked ruthless. Pep Guardiola's an angry man. He needs to prove he's still the top boss in world football. They were embarrassed in the Champions League against Lyon. That never should have happened. Right now, we could be sat here saying, Man City, European champions. I don't know what happened against Lyon. I mean, imagine if Sterling hadn't missed that chance. How different things could have been. They could have got beat by Bayern in the final. But even with David Silva gone, Phil Foden's going to play more. I think Ferran Torres is going to be a good signing. Nathan Ake is in. They could still sign someone like Koulibaly. I just think it's Man City's title to lose. I think it will be close between Man City and Liverpool, but I think they'll be miles ahead of everyone else again. And I think come the end of the season, whenever that might be, providing it doesn't get stopped again because of a global pandemic, I think Man City will be on top. Okay, so there we have it. Those are my Premier League 2020-2021 predictions, the full table, the whole shebang. As promised at the start, I'm going to look through some other leagues. I'll look at the Championship, Liga, La Liga, the Bundesliga and Serie A. We'll do them quick. I know you're bored of us already. So Championship going up, I'm going for Bournemouth, Derby County and Brentford, not in any particular order. This is the year for Brentford. I'm not going to make any stupid bets. I'm not going to get Pontus Jansson tattooed on us because I'm not an idiot, but I think they're going to go up. And going down, I've got Coventry, Wickham and Barnsley. Liga, PSG are still going to win it. I mean, I know they lost the first game the other day, but they're still going to win the title. But top scorer, I'm going to go for someone different. I'll go for Memphis Depay. And going down, I've got Metz, Lens and Brest. Awful pronunciation, apologies to everyone associated with the French nation. Bundesliga, you've got to say Bayern Munich to win it. I mean, I'd be an absolute madman to pick Augsburg or something like that. They're not going to do it Leicester. So Bayern Munich to win it. And Robert Lewandowski to get the golden boot because again, he's an absolute machine. He eats goals for breakfast, I imagine, with milk on. Maybe he puts it on toast. I'm rambling. Going down, I'm going to go for Arminia Bielefeld and Mainz. On to Serie A, I'm going to go for a curveball here. I'm not going to say Juventus to win it, I'm going to go for Inter Milan. Juventus have got Andrea Pirlo as manager. It seems like a recipe for disaster. I mean, he's got no experience. Inter Milan have got a really good team going right now. I think they're going to win it. I will definitely be wrong about this, but I'm going to stick my neck on the line. Top goal scorer, it's a toss-up between Ronaldo and Immobile. I'll go Ronaldo. Last season I got the Serie A relegation bang on, because I know all there is to know about Italian football. Pasta, pizza, Berlusconi, other things to do with Italy. I'm a genius. So get your money on this. Going down, I've got Benevento, Spezia and Genoa. And we end things with La Liga. I mean, I can't pick Barcelona to win it, can I? No, I can't. I'll Real Madrid to win it, but top scorer, it'll still be Messi. He's got a point to prove, innit? He'll just do it on his own. Half of us thinks that Messi's just going to drag them to the title on his own back, like he has been doing, just out of spite for not letting them go. Or he could just down tools and sit and eat a sarnie all the game and not do anything. Probably better than Ousmane Dembele. And to finish things off, going down from Spain, I've got Cadiz, Huesca and Alaves. So there we have it. There's a load of things predicted, including my full Premier League predictions for the following season. Can't wait to be wrong. I really hope I don't have to sing on the top of my roof. It looks shaky. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know your predictions in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a comment, share the video, subscribe to HITC Sport. Don't know what I'm doing with my hands. I'm just I'm just going for it. See ya.